Bueno, y me encuentro con el director Roland Emmerich, por supuesto conocido como el hombre que destruye siempre a la Casa Blanca. Hola, hola señor Emmerich. Hi, how are you?
Fine.
You're playing with the White House once more.
Yeah.
And it's great. Let me tell you, I saw the movie last night and I wasn't expecting much, to be real, because it's a summer movie, it's a blockbuster, but it was fun, entertaining, and even touchy. How do you get that?
Well, you need a good script for that,
Yeah.
and I had a really good script, and you know, and actually, it's only because of the script I made this movie. I was actually working on some other movie called Singularity, which I still want to do, and I'm still working on. And you know, and it was just all of a sudden this script was on my table, and when I read White House Down, I was like rolling my eyes and said, "Oh my God!" But then I started reading, and I couldn't put this script down. And I think whenever you read a script which you cannot put down, you know you will have a movie which will work.
Besides all the action and the explosions and the great action scenes that you have in this movie, there is a great story underlying, like
Yeah.
you said. There is a story about family, about values, about what's good to do.
What's important in life,
Yeah.
you know? I mean, it's like the interesting thing is, it's for a normal, regular, you know, soldier, important, you know, to reconnect with his little girl, and that drives him through the whole film. And it is for the president character just important to bring peace to the world, to be at least once presidential. You know what I mean? He talks about that in the film, and that's like kind of interesting when you can make a movie with such such different, you know, situation and bring them all into one film. It's great.
Something great about White House Down is the actual White House. How do you manage to build a new White House and to get everything so detailed that it looks like, oh my gosh, was that happening on the White House?
Yeah, but that's actually, luckily I'm working with very talented people. Our production design team and the Kirk Petruccelli did like actually miracles. And our visual effects people, which are the Volker Enger and Mark Weikert, I worked with since Independence Day.
Yeah.
And they like did an incredible job in like kind of recreating the White House in the computer.
Have you ever had some approach by someone in the White House or the government, like, Roland, stop destroying the White House?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Maybe then I stop.
Maybe.
Maybe when I get a letter from the president, you should stop this nonsense.
Yeah.
And I will stop.
You shouldn't stop. What about casting Jamie Foxx for the president and also having Channing Tatum? This is his first action movie.
Well, you know, it was interesting, you know, I watched, you know, like both of these gentlemen's career very closely over the last 10, 15 years. And it's an amazing when you know where Channing Tatum started with in dance films and stuff, and now he is a convincing father of an 11-year-old. That's just like, that just boggles my mind. And when I met him, I knew he is the guy. I mean, he has to be it. And I had like actually the problem afterwards. I said like, gosh, when he says no, what do we do? And with Jamie Foxx, it was just so cool. I went to the set in Louisiana of Django and saw him with a goatee and his, you know, slave look, and I was still sure that he was good. He's such a chameleon. He's such a performer and such a talented actor. It's incredible. And I also kind of, and I think he liked it too, that he plays in 1 year a slave and then the president of the United States.
Of course. If you can resume this movie into one line, what would it be?
I would say it has a real interesting, cool political story, but it's also a lot of fun.
It is fun. Thank you, Mr. Roland.
Good.
Thank you.